Nation, what is up, friends? How's everyone doing in the chat?
Oh,
We are DNVR Buffs Primetime, presented by Illegal Pete's. Check out any of their 10 Colorado locations for happy hour, 3 to 6 p.m. every day. My name is Jake Schwanitz. Andre is back again. What a day it's been today, Andre.
yeah. Text a homie that we're live because Twitter ain't letting us tweet about this show. So we're hoping you guys can smash the old thumbs up and just get the word of mouth out, you know.
Exactly.
And get that going. So
it's amazing that we can't tweet, and yet we have 34 thumbs up. I don't know how many people are in here, but I know you guys are here.
Amazing.
So
yes.
It's great to see. I've been getting bullied today. I started the day off with some alcoholic beverages.
Yep.
It's been an interesting day.
Sure did. Yep.
All right, let's talk about some Buffs. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Let's talk about the Pac-12 first, actually, because we got big news. I think this came out yesterday, but Brett McMurphy put out a tweet that it seems like the Pac-12 is moving towards expansion with SMU and SDSU.
Yes.
A lot of
lots
S's.
of M's and a U is present in either.
Yes.
Dallas TV market, sign me up. Bucky's alma mater, at least the school he used to play in. One of the powerhouses of the old, the old Southwest Conference where Texas and all the Texas schools
You
were
know
in.
better than me, man.
With SMU, I mean, that's not like my era necessarily, but SMU would make a lot of sense. Though the on-field success pretty sporadic, especially the last 30 years or so. San Diego State, I'm a little more on the fence. You get that Southern Cal market back in.
Right.
I mean, I guess there's no way of salvaging LA. LA's just gone.
Yeah.
Like, wave goodbye to LA. That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
So the only way to restore a little SoCal magic is SDSU. Good program.
Solid.
Better basketball program
For
right
sure.
now. And I don't know, mixed bag about them. Mixed bag about SDSU. That one I worry. Like, the San Diego as a market itself moved the needle enough. You know, like.
Yeah. Well,
Certainly not a recruiting territory as fertile as LA, you
True.
know. So I don't know.
The tweet from Brett McMurphy of the Action Network said, Pac-12 Commissioner George Kolovkov visiting SMU Wednesday, that is today. San Diego State and SMU are top Pac-12 expansion candidates. Pac-12 needs more members and more inventory for new media rights deal, which is expected to rely heavily on digital streaming. What a tweet to unpack. Lots to get to there.
Yeah.
One,
Yes.
George Kolovkov already met with SDSU. We kind of talked about this a few weeks ago.
It's huge.
Ryan and I did. Now he's visiting SMU. And then that the Pac-12 needs more media or more members and more inventory for the new media rights deal, which is interesting because Dennis Dodd of CBS Sports put out an article kind of breaking this all down. And what he said is this is kind of backwards. Usually these schools nail down a media rights deal and then look towards expansion. But the Pac-12 is having to looks like they're going to have to expand before they get this media rights deal. Is the Pac-12 in trouble?
It's not the greatest sign. It's not the greatest sign. Now, adding some solid TV markets and, pretty big alumni bases, that should help. The fact that you have to do this, smidge concerning for sure. Now, this to me makes more sense than the other way around, though.
Really?
Well, this way you're trying to maximize that TV dollar and be like, oh, hey, we're adding these schools, we're adding these TV markets. Like,
I guess that is what the Big 12 did with adding those 4 schools.
Yeah.
They didn't add them as full members right away.
Right.
But they still got the media rights deal, of course. But the other part of that tweet that is significant is it looks like the Pac-12 is trying to go towards a streaming outlet.
Yes.
They are not targeting, Fox, ESPN, NBC. They are targeting, looks like Amazon. I think Apple is in there. Netflix, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Amazon did have the Thursday Night Football deal.
Oh, yeah. No, Prime's been heavy on it.
Yep. And then YouTube got the Sunday NFL ticket rights deal.
Yep.
So we're moving that way.
Oh, all the new streaming services, especially the ones that have come out the last 3 to 4 years, have understood the power of sports. I mean, obviously, that's what drove cable packages for the last 20 years.
Right.
And understood, and you see Netflix getting into it more. You see Hulu, of course, is Disney entity, so they've always got live sports. Yeah. And HBO now, I mean, I think we're seeing HBO Max get into some sports as well,
So from this Dennis Dodd article, he said, actually, it is titled, if you guys want to read it, at cbssports.com, titled Pac-12 Expansion with San Diego State SMU may be necessary before league inks new media rights deal. Again, from Dennis Dodd, I just lost my place.
The money's really intriguing with those streaming services, though.
Yes. Okay, here it is. It is not known whether San Diego State or SMU, 2 current Group of 5 schools, would receive full media rights shares if the Pac-12 chooses them for expansion. Adding the programs would increase the annual Pac-12 game inventory 20%, however, from 75 games per season to 90. Also, an interesting thing that he put in there, not helping matters, is that far more lucrative properties are coming available, including UFC, NASCAR, the NBA, WWE, and they're all going to be looking for a deal down the line too.
Whoa. It's taking some real shots at Pac-12 football there. What?
Yeah.
Can you reread that? I want to, word by word, I need to break that down.
Not helping matters, talking about this situation.
Yeah.
Is that far more lucrative properties are becoming available.
Far more lucrative? NASCAR, UFC, what was the other one? Billiard?
NBA.
Okay, NBA.
Yes.
I'll give it to them. NBA I'll give you.
WWE.
What?
I know.
WWE?
Far
more lucrative?
I didn't know people still watched. Sorry, WWE fans. So, I mean...
Yikes.
Going back to the geographic footprint that you mentioned, though, you do get the Dallas market. One of the bigger markets in the country.
One of 3 conferences to have Texas in?
Yes.
Big 12, SEC, Pac-12? I'm
would
sure,
be.
I mean...
Right.
The AAC, we'd be stripping the AAC of their Texas.
Exactly. Yeah. And the AAC is losing Houston also to the Big 12.
Huge. Got to get in on that.
But adding a Texas school, if we want to go back to Colorado here, Coach Prime with a Texas school just in his conference, just in the backyard there. Like
Dallas.
Yeah. Hey.
Dallas, Jake.
You can leave home and you can go play a game in Dallas every other year.
Right. Every other year. Twice during your career. We'll go in
and you
Dallas,
can bring your family out to Colorado for when...
Smack them around.
Yeah.
It's an easy flight. Dallas to Denver, that's easy.
Easy enough, yeah.
I'm in.
We'll see.
I'm in on SMU.
Okay.
San Diego State, I'm way more on the fence.
Is there another school that you would like to throw in there in place of SDSU?
It's tough.
I put out a tweet today. Hopefully I'm allowed to still look at this.
Houston being off, off the market hurts.
So I got a lot of people saying hell no. A lot of people wanting out of the pack altogether.
Okay, well, that might not be the worst idea ever. You know? Joining the MAC has always been our dream.
People have thrown Fresno out there, Boise State, schools that we all talked about. Yeah.
No, guys, Boise, there's a reason Boise's been available for 25 years. I hate to tell you.
How about another school we talked about a few weeks ago, UNLV, though? You get the Vegas market in there. It's a bad football program. Those are
Would I like pitching those Bishop Gorman kids, though? Yeah, I'd love that.
There you go.
Just need a smidge more juice, man. We just need a smidge more juice. San Diego State, the thing that's my biggest knock on San Diego State is they were like, it's been lined up for San Diego State to be that program
for a while.
Mm-hmm. And they haven't been able to take them out west by the horns, man.
Yep. You got to be in conference contention, if not winning the conference, I think, which is why Boise State is often thrown around.
Absolutely.
So
I know. So they're just one I'm torn about, but they're a very, very logical add-on. Very logical add-on.
Are we done then? Moving on.
I don't
table
love
this.
any of these. Yeah, table them.
All right.
UNLV, I guess, isn't a terrible
They could do
terrible one
worse,
to
I
throw
guess.
out. Yeah.
I saw you guys lighting it up in the chat before we went live, but let's talk about it. Notre Dame needs an offensive coordinator, and Sean Lewis's name has been thrown out quite a bit for this position. I guess, are we worried that Sean Lewis would bail out of Kent State from being a head coach, go to Coach Prime, and then immediately go, actually, I'm going to take the bigger job at Notre Dame?
Putting on, a little conspiracy theory, could the Saban Coach Prime truce be over after we got that linebacker transfer? And then
That's a
Saban
transfer,
goes
though.
and takes the Notre Dame OC, knowing the next shoe to drop is Sean Lewis.
Saban's playing 4D chess is what you're telling me.
Exactly.
Wow.
Was this all Saban's grand plan?
So then does that mean that Tommy Reese is available for Colorado next year?
Tommy, we're coming. Other guys being thrown out are Utah's Andy Lutwig, Washington's OC Ryan Grubb, Toledo's Jason Candle, and then Sean Lewis. With Byron Leftwich's name still out there.
Yeah.
And it does feel like Sean Lewis on that OC big board for Notre Dame is on the lower half.
Yeah. So I'll give my take. I don't think this happens. I think Sean Lewis is staying in Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, you make a great point that going for where he was at to make this move means something.
Yeah. He
Notre
wants
Dame's
to be
Notre
in
Dame,
Colorado.
though. This is a very highly coveted OC job,
It is.
You
but,
have to consider it if it comes your way.
Okay, so then let's ask this. Which job gets Sean Lewis a Power 5 head coaching job faster? The Notre Dame OC job or helping turn around Colorado with Coach Prime? You get to put up more numbers, you would think, in the Pac-12. You get to show off the pace of that offense, which he is known for, in the Pac-12. I think more so than you would at Notre
You're
Dame.
going to get a smidge more credit, though, coming into Notre Dame with Marcus Freeman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with the off year they just had. And they've got Sam Hartman's transferred there at quarterback, man.
Is he?
Is he good?
Well, is he actually
is he
gonna
actually
play there?
transferring? I mean,
With the tampering and all that? I mean, I know he committed there. But are they going to get in trouble for this?
maybe.
Anyways, Sean Lewis, he's coached in the area. He coached at Akron as a GA.
Yeah.
Coached at Eastern Illinois, coached at Bowling Green, played at Wisconsin. So he's familiar with the Midwest.
Yeah.
Is that enough though? Is that
No,
why
no,
he's
it's
just in these
Notre
conversations?
Dame is the. Also, do we know how much Sean Lewis is making?
We don't know yet.
Because before Coach Prime came here, paying assistants was really, really hard.
Yep.
And the number one issue in CU taking the program to that next level.
Tyler says it's a lateral move that would amount to more eyes than his current situation. I kind of agree with that, man. I know it's Notre Dame.
They were in the playoffs 2 years ago, man.
Still,
Tommy Reese is one of those few OCs most of us know by name.
right.
It does put you in that. But what you've said is clearly Sean Lewis has made this move to Boulder for a lot more than just title.
Right, and we've already been through this whole cycle. He's already been bringing guys here, building the offense in his image.
I'm just saying the first shoe to drop is if he actually were to be given an offer.
Right.
That does change things. You do have to at least, it's one of those jobs you at least have to consider. It's not a no right off the bat.
Scott says Sean Lewis proves himself at OC at CU, then goes to a power school, a head coach soon after. Turning the Buffs around would be more impressive. I agree. I mean, what does winning 9 games at Notre Dame do for you?
No, it depends how you won those 9 games.
True. Very true.
Who'd those 9 wins come against? What kind of scalps did you bring home? How much did Sam Hartman improve? How much was it?
Right,
If you
that's a
win
good
9
point.
games with the Notre Dame we saw last year, no, that OC might get fired rather than
Right.
If you win 9 games, so it's all relative. honestly, to me, Sean Lewis had the best chance of like getting that next big job had he just stayed where he was at as the head coach.
Could have been. Yeah. We'll see then. We'll see how it develops.
We'll see.
It's an interesting conversation.
I'm scared. It is interesting. I am scared. I don't want it to happen. But, you know, I've watched this program get kicked in the nuts for a long time, you know,
too.
so I'm not programmed to just assume things will work out for the Buffs. I'm not a new age. I'm trying to get there, guys, but I need to see some dubs on the field. I'd like to see a few more bowl games before I can be Mr. Optimist when it comes to the Buffs 24/7.
I get it. All right, let's move on. A little piece of recruiting news today. So, 4-star defensive lineman Brandon Davis Swain. He's from West Bloomfield High School, West Bloomfield, Michigan. Plays defensive line, 6'4", 240. 91st overall player in the 24 class, 12th ranked defensive lineman. He visited Colorado a month ago, and the Buffs are apparently climbing his list. And he came out with a quote that said, "It's for sure going to make one of my top schools. We're for sure going to go back and visit again." And then he quote tweeted that with the eyeball emoji.
Not bad.
These defensive linemen and these, you know, tackles and interior guys on the offensive side really starting to stack up in CU's favor here.
They're finding
Just the interest.
big dogs.
Yep.
Got to bring them home, though. We got to sign a few.
Of course.
Definitely been in the mix for quite a few, and that is super exciting.
Well, early in the offseason, a lot of people were wondering, where's the O lineman? Where's the D lineman? They're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming. Love that for us.
So we'll keep an eye on Brandon Davis Swain also, add him to the never-ending list of recruits that we're trying to keep an eye on. All right, let's move on. Shout out to our friends over at Jive Hive, the virtual dispensary on wheels that can deliver anywhere you need them to go. Say you're at home partying, you don't want to drive, you want some weed delivered to you, Jive Hive's got you covered.
Boom.
Say you're at work, you don't have time to go to the dispo that day, Jive Hive's got you covered. They'll deliver to your work, and they'll do that discreetly.
Yes.
Just visit jivehive.com, that's JIVEHYVE.com, and get your order delivered the same day or schedule a delivery window. We'll be there to say hi. Head over to jivehive.com and enter your address to find out if Jive Hive can deliver to your door. Now serving Aurora, Greenwood Village, Monument, Fountain, and various areas of El Paso County. That's JIVEHYVE.com. Don't drive, Jive Hive. Also, shout out, you guys already know, our friends over at Illegal Pete's.
Woo!
Shout out to those guys. They have some delicious margaritas coming very soon. I think they already may have them. I don't know. We tried them today. What did you think?
Right. Delish.
Very delish.
We got tricked into one was just straight tequila.
That was, great for the palate at noon.
Yeah. We needed lunch big time before the pod, so we got that going for us. But no, they were exquisite.
They are exquisite. So head on over to Illegal Pete's. Try any of their new margaritas. Also, if you're looking for food for the big day this Sunday for Super Bowl, hit them up. They can help you out with catering, or just go there and enjoy a burrito, taquitos, tacos while you watch the Super Bowl.
That's right. Nailed it.
All righty. You want to have some fun?
I would love to have some fun.
Alyssa, do you want to have some fun?
Let's do it.
Let's have some fun. Let's play over-under.
Boom.
We haven't played it on this show in quite a while.
Yeah, you put a game together for me. How
Yep.
nice of you.
So we're going to break this one back out. For those that don't know, here are the rules. I have made 6 lines, hypothetical lines. These are more fun than just your over-under yardage and touchdowns. We'll be talking about Coach Prime. We'll be talking about Shador, Travis, Cormani, Dylan Edwards, all those guys. And we start... Are you ready?
Yep.
We start with the first one. Throw it up. Here we go.
Man.
Players to catch a touchdown this year from Shador Sanders. We set this at 9.5. Let's talk it through.
Yeah. My first question to try and establish a line to you was, how many did we throw to last year? And Jake was like, we threw like 10 touchdowns all last season.
Yeah.
So it might be a hard one to assess. So fair enough.
And Jordan Tyson scored like 5 of them.
Good, right. So let's go more the talent route. Who could the possible touchdown receivers be? You feel good about like 6 wide receivers, 6 wideouts?
So pure wideouts? We can name them.
Let's go.
Travis Hunter,
Yes.
Jimmy Horn,
Yes.
Montana Lamonius Craig,
Yes.
Adam Hopkins, Omarion Miller.
Yes.
Did I say Jordan Tyson yet?
You did not.
Jordan Tyson.
He could be back in time to catch one.
Absolutely.
So that's the wide receivers. We feel
That's at least 6.
pretty good chances that they could at least get in the end zone once next year.
And I'll throw in a mystery 7th player for another transfer they bring in because, as we've been saying, they are really going for another
This is my
transfer,
guy.
big-bodied wide receiver.
They sure are.
And then let's go to Sato now.
Yes, I know him as Zico, right?
Zico, yes.
Zico, yeah.
Traore, yep.
Chad, I got that right? Okay.
Yes. So we're at 8.
Yeah.
Let's throw in Dylan Edwards.
You know our guy D-Ed is getting in. We're at 9, Jake.
Yes. We could throw in Elijah Yelverton, the other tight end.
Okay.
We could throw in Deion Smith.
Other backs, yeah.
Cavassier Smoke.
Okay, so 9.5 is a joke.
But is Cavassier Smoke a touchdown catcher?
No, not really.
See? Is Jordan Tyson going to be healthy enough to come back and catch a touchdown this year? We don't know for sure.
Right.
So the line's at 9.5.
Shador could catch one. Little Philly special type deal.
The line is to catch a touchdown from Shador.
From genius. Very good, Jake. Very good. I still would hammer the over.
I think I'm going over 2.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. We agree.
So we're going over 9.5. That's a high. That's almost as many
Dude,
touchdown
it's a
passes
ton.
as we had last year.
That's wild. Yes.
Just shows Roberson's another one. Deuce Roberson.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No, I mean, over all day. It just feels like a lot of weapons. And this is a line that really shows you the kind of talent Coach Prime has added.
And Wayne with the comment, Shador throws to everyone equally. He did it the last 2 years at JSU with better receivers are just as good, and he reads his progressions 100%.
Nice.
Charmaine throwing out Cormani McClain. If we got a Cormani McClain touchdown pass this year,
I'd be hype.
woo. All right, next one. How about this? Total interceptions between Travis Hunter and Cormani McClain. We've set the line at 8.5.
Yeah.
Now you got to remember, it may seem a little low, but these guys are known as lockdown corners. You got to throw the ball at someone, but it could very well be that Cormani or Travis emerges as one of the best cornerbacks in the country, and they are circled in red every week for every team they play against. Do not throw at this guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Asad Wasim's another receiver.
Nice. Yeah.
So many receivers.
There's a lot of options. This one's tougher. I feel like Travis, as a guy who's already been in college, I'd set his number at like 4.5.
Okay.
Even with they might just not throw at him. And Christian Gonzalez ended up last year with like 4, I think.
So Travis Hunter had 2 interceptions last year. He was hurt a lot last year.
Yeah, and that's Jackson State.
And that's
You're
Jackson
definitely not throwing at him a bunch.
Right.
Pac-12, you're going to throw a lot. It's also some good quarterbacks in this conference.
Mm-hmm. But remember, this is Cormani and Travis alone. We're not talking about the safeties. We're not talking about Nico Reed.
To me, Travis is in that 4 to 5 range.
So then where do you put Cormani?
Cormani's a true freshman, but they'll throw at him more.
They will throw at him.
So to me, his number would be more on that 3.
You going under?
I think under might be just slightly safer.
You're going under. I'm going over.
There you go.
I think that, you got to throw at someone. And these teams are going to throw the football. And when you go up against guys like DJ Uiagalelei, Jaden Delora, Bo Nix, who have been known to put the ball in harm's way, there's a chance to bring down multiple in a game.
Okay.
So I'm taking the over.
Fair enough. I am reading a lot of, this is the Pac-12 and everyone passes the ball. Put on some Oregon State tape.
Yep.
Put on some Oregon State tape.
Washington State, too. They're pretty conservative with throwing the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Although Cam Ward can
Sling it.
he can give it away sometimes, too.
Utah ground and pound you. I mean,
Yep.
UCLA, Chip, he loves that ground game,
Mm-hmm.
Bo Nix, is
Right.
running back at quarterback. No one runs the ball more.
Yep.
So
Oregon runs it quite a bit.
Don't think,
All right, next one. Dylan Edwards, his longest play of the season. We set the line at 69.5 yards. Does he have a play longer?
We went crazy on this one. I think more than like 45.5 is too much.
I'm going to go over. I think Dylan Edwards absolutely has at least one 80-yard play in him. Doesn't even have to score on this. This isn't longest touchdown. This is longest play.
Okay. I'm with it. True freshman, I just don't know.
True freshman.
True freshman, I just don't know.
Get him in space, though, and he's gone.
Hey, I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
Does the return game count in this? Someone said over in the return game. I don't think the return game counts in this one.
I'd allow it.
You would? Then absolutely smash the over.
One's going long, huh? It's happening once next season. That's fair. I guess you've talked me into the over, I guess.
There you go. Everyone in the comments says over, too.
Okay.
Easy, even, Trainia says.
Yeah. Trainia's on one today.
Next question. All right. Travis Hunter, combined touchdowns and interceptions now.
Yeah.
Set at 9.5. So you had the interception over-under set at 4.5.
Right. My Travis INTs is 4.5.
So does he get to 5.5? 5 with the touchdowns?
One way or another, I think we hit the double digits.
Yes.
This one I feel really good about because it's super open-ended, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could just blow up at wide receiver. Just go double-digit tuds at wide receiver, you know? You could go nutty at corner and have like a 6 interception game.
6 is a lot.
6 is a ton, man.
You could have 6 in 2 games like that, though.
Yes.
Also, you got to factor in the guys like who's the UCLA freshman quarterback, the 5-star? They might have a young guy playing, but they have McKee, the guy from Kent State, also coming in to compete.
Yeah.
With Arizona State, I know they got Drew Pine, but they got the 5-star Rashada. So there could be a lot of young players, gunslinging it out there in the Pac-12.
There could be. Yeah, Dante Moore's who you're thinking of out
Dante
of UCLA.
Moore, that's his name.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, Bo Nix could give Travis 4 picks alone.
Mm-hmm.
1/2.
Right.
They could all be like no look behind the backers too. I mean, Bo Nix is an amazing, amazing person. So
I'm gonna go over. And to your point, I think you said it. I think Travis could do it alone with touchdowns.
yeah, he could. So there you go.
All right.
I think these are well set lines,
Thank
despite
you.
what the chat must think.
Thank you. Next question. So Adam Hopkins, Omarion Miller, 2 4-star freshmen coming in. Combined receptions this year, 45.5.
So hard to set this line
Yeah.
because we could have set it at 20.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't know with Jimmy and Travis Hunter in front of him, and maybe Tyson comes back. You just don't know how much is Zico going to be featured. How much is this more of a run first? Like you just don't know. So we could have been all over 45.5. I think is a well set line though. And if they don't get that big target, isn't
Right. One of these guys would be in line.
Yeah.
For sure. One of them could just come out and win a starting job in camp, though, too. Spring game.
right? And if the passing offense is as competent as we anticipate it'll be, one of them could clear 40 receptions by themselves,
sure.
basically.
It's an intriguing line, I think, if I don't say so myself. But
Yes.
I think I'm split, man.
Yeah, we
I'm
should
going to lean
mention
under.
the game here is we all want to take the under, so we got to set the line at the over rather.
Right.
We got to set the line put it right at where the over makes us uncomfortable. I'm going
That's
under.
a good point for my
I'm
Swear
going
TV.
under.
If any of them redshirt, it's an easy under, too.
Indeed it is. Yes. Or, God forbid, got injured or something,
Right. A lot of unders in the chat.
The under is slightly safer, but that's not. We don't want to root for that.
No, I don't think we do. I mean, unless one of them just completely blows it out of the water and has a Jordan Tyson like freshman season where
Yeah,
they're like, okay,
right.
this guy is like obviously different.
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah. I just think it'll be tough with the depth at wide receiver, how much at least Zico should be featured in the passing game, how much some of these backs will be featured in the passing game.
Mm-hmm.
Those two freshmen, it's going to be hard.
For
It's
sure.
going to be hard.
Is this the last one, Alyssa? Yep. All right, last one. This one's going to be fun. We've talked about this quite a bit. Throw it up. Yours Coach Prime is at CU.
Woo!
We set the line at 2.5,
Which would be Jackson State, right?
which would be the Jackson State path, yes.
The AD asked him for 2. He honored that, ended up staying 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope over so hard.
Yep. I think it's over.
I think it's over too. I think he really likes what they're building, and I don't think he's
looking for another job.
he's very cognizant of what he brings for the table, and that makes him pickier.
Mm-hmm.
And not just like more money or better facilities isn't.
Right.
It's not just like, oh, sure, I'll keep climbing up the ladder.
Exactly. I don't think he's looking for another job to like advance through like the Big Ten or the SEC.
Mhm.
You know.
But some of these things start not going your way. The Sean Lewis gets poached by bigger programs. This contract deal drags out and isn't as lucrative or as promising as we would have hoped. Then you start to go down a slippery slope. I say over, though. I think no way he stays less at CU than he did at Jackson State. Over. At least 3 years, my friend.
I agree. I think also I brought this up last time we talked about this. The underlying aspect of how long Coach Prime stays, not really underlying, but his children. Shador may be going as soon as this next year if he has a great year.
Right.
Shiloh, I think, only has 1 year left as he's a grad transfer.
Yep.
But Shelomai is just an incoming freshman.
Yeah.
She's going to be playing basketball. If he wants to be close to her,
she could transfer, right?
She could, but if he wants to like be close to her and like keep hanging out with her, why not just stay at Colorado? Why would you go to Alabama to replace Saban and Shelomai is like stuck? Because she just transferred now.
Yeah.
So for her to transfer again, I guess she could technically transfer again. You get 2. But it's something we got to think about.
Hey, man. Treat her right. You see her around campus, treat her right. She might be the thing keeping us tethered to Boulder. Yeah.
Yep. All right. I think that's it, right?
Yes.
That was fun.
It's
I
great.
told you it would be fun.
You did.
You know what else is
Well
fun?
set lines. DraftKings
Sportsbook is pretty fun.
Let's go.
An official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57. And right now, they are running a deal where new customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly.
Oh, yeah.
Tons of great deals on the home screen if you scroll across the top. Tune in to DNVR Bets on Friday because we are going to be talking some props.
Full Super Bowl preview, baby.
Let's do it. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code DNVR. New customers can bet $5 on Super Bowl 57 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code DNVR. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Also, shout out to our friends at Bacchus and Schenker. They've been helping Colorado families for over 25 years and have won over $1 billion for their clients. Best part about them, no fees to speak with them about your case, no fees while they work on your case, and no fees unless they win your case and win money for you. They help with all kinds of injury cases where you weren't at fault. Man. Car accidents, motorcycle, rideshare, pedestrians, trucks. We can even help if you're injured at work. I've been hurt at work recently.
You have emotionally, but I think it might still count. I'm getting bullied by Parker because the views on my shows just aren't at the level that our K has established. Yeah, it's hard, man. I think we all need a little Bacchus and Schenker.
We do.
Give them the Shador line.
Yeah, 2-2-2, 2-2, 2-2.
Boom.
Bacchus and Schenker wins.
Damn straight.
All right. Let's talk to the people.
Okay.
Get your questions in, guys. Hit that thumbs up.
Yes. I need the thumbs up help since Parker's bullying me.
Yeah. So. Don't get Andre bullied. Hit that thumbs up.
Yeah, please.
Ready? From Wayne. CU has a pro-style Tom Brady-trained quarterback, 4- and 5-star talent at offensive skill positions, and he gets to build his offense his way, no questions asked. Why would he leave to OC anywhere else?
Hey, I mean, yeah, I saw a lot of comments along this line of like Sean Lewis came to CU for Coach Prime and Shador specifically. He's not leaving. Fair enough. I mean, I'm just saying Notre Dame's Notre Dame, and they just got Sam Hartman and a quarterback. Oh no, not the. I'm thinking UCLA, but I
Right.
mean, like they've got depth. They've got skill positions. Like Brian Kelly and that program have recruited really well the last several years.
Do you believe in Marcus Freeman?
No, I don't.
No.
I didn't see much.
So you believe in Coach Prime over Marcus Freeman?
I do.
It seems like an
I
easy
do.
decision. Then.
I do. Okay, fair enough. That's a great point. That's a great point right there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Next question from Courtney. Right? Yeah. From Courtney. Hello, fellas. Courtney Quinn Williams from Atlanta, Cartersville, Georgia. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you. Did any more 5-star quarterbacks visit or sign, or any quarterbacks at all? No. So that's, I mean, we've been talking about backup quarterback quite a lot. I think it's a luxury to be talking about backup quarterback at this point. It means that the rest of your holes have been filled.
Yes.
At least on paper.
Yes.
So no, none of them. Well, some visited during the junior day.
Right. Was there a rumor Rashad had visited, but then it turned out that wasn't the case?
Yeah, he didn't visit. So stay tuned. We'll see if I mean, Coach Prime has been adamant they're still not done with the portal. So we'll see if a backup or another quarterback comes in that way.
Right. But kind of quiet right now.
Kind of quiet.
Also, thanks for all the kind words and
Thank you guys. Appreciate you all.
for tuning in from Hotlanta. Thanks.
Jamel, our guy. Jake, where can new Buffs fans get CU color lumberjack shirts? That's a good question.
That's a great one.
I would check the team store first if you want officially licensed
Sure,
stuff.
if you want officially licensed, but Jamel might be asking, a little off the beaten path, just a few like black and goldish flannels. Those you could potentially find anywhere.
True.
We'll do some research, and when Ryan's back, he's the gearhead. He'll know.
Yeah. We'll have to
He won't
ask.
steer you wrong.
We need to ask Coach Prime's guy Sam where to get a CU colored flannel from.
Yeah,
That's what we need
exactly.
to ask.
Exactly. Sam would be the guy to ask. Absolutely.
All right, next question.
Yes, please do what Jared says and get us to 200 likes.
Yeah, hit that like button. Smoke Andretti, what do you guys think of Drew Carter?
Oh wow. Okay. So you might want to go to a one camera setup on this one, Alyssa. Just
no.
close up on the man, looking
Lord.
down to the ground.
I'll say this. There's a reason why we're talking about backup quarterbacks so much, even though Drew Carter's on the roster.
I think without saying a lot, Jake is saying a lot, and we should just let that speak for itself and move on.
There you go.
There you are.
There you are.
Yeah, great.
Glad we got around that one. Next question. VHF asking, does Colorado have enough money to hold off Notre Dame? That's another valid question.
That's what I'm saying. That's the question.
I mean, Notre Dame obviously I think has the deeper alumni base in terms of money, boosters.
I mean,
Not
just in
saying-
general, hypothetically speaking, no. CU doesn't have the money to
Exactly.
hold off Notre Dame. We are in another era of Buffs football where it seems that has changed a little bit
Yep.
to make it work for Coach Prime.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
We will see.
But that's why I say, like, until that offer is on the table, we really don't know.
Right. Yeah. Again, it's all speculation, though.
Sure.
Until we see, like, reciprocated interest or, as you said, an offer is on the table. That's when we worry about Sean Lewis.
Right. Absolutely.
Next question. Angela asking, Well-Off Media had a discussion about CU helmets. Which helmets do CU fans like? Well, I don't think a lot of them like the 1940s helmet.
Right.
But
according to Jake's mentions on Twitter. At
Yes.
least. Yeah.
A lot of people just dig the regular Ralphie one, though.
It's classic. From the glory days.
I've seen a lot of support for the one with, like, the buff horns, though. Not like the ram horns, but, like, just the one almost looks like an Eagles type of helmet. I've seen a lot of support for that one. People have been getting very excited about the chrome ones. There's a gold.
Chrome ones are amazing. Yes.
I don't know if gold chrome is the right word, but our guy Bernard, who is always posting Photoshops on Twitter, had one. Looked pretty icy. I like the gray ones a lot too, personally. Like the gray silver ones. Not the chrome or shiny ones, but like the just kind of matte ones with the Ralphie logo.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Those are nice. Yeah, I'm just a fan of the classic, just the classic right there. Boom.
And of course the Cliff Branch CU helmets, just the regular black ones with the stripe and the CU interlocking sharp.
Not bad at all. Yeah. I mean, I think their logos are pretty fire.
They are.
Pretty good ones.
They've got great logos, yeah. Elove, did you see the jerseys and helmets in the last well-off video? I actually did not. I'm behind on YouTube content. I apologize.
Whoa. Okay.
It's a lot.
Okay, we'll have Jersey Gate tomorrow.
We'll have Jersey talk tomorrow, I promise.
Yes, good.
A lot of people liking the grays also.
Yeah.
Stormtrooper unis are the best. Classic and white. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, those are the cleanest unis, right? The all white Stormtroopers.
Very clean. Very clean. Yeah, there's no debating that. Clean AF, as the kids would say.
Yep. Next question from Jay. See DeAndre Robinson's FSU visit? It was worse than UF. Oh, no. These big schools think they can just rest on their legacy. None can compete with Coach Prime's personal touch and authenticity. Yeah, man. Coach Prime mentioned it. We've heard a lot of coaches mention it about this generation of kids coming through and how they kind of see through bullshit and they want that authenticity, that real relationship. They want to be coached up and shown the way.
Yeah.
I mean, NIL is a factor, but I think that the larger factor of being coached up and finding a good school to develop at still outweighs the bag at this point.
Absolutely. And I think what you're finding is these places, it's not just that they don't know better, but they're such massive, overarching public institutions that they can't really have someone at the helm who's as unique and different as Coach Prime.
Right.
They need these vanilla dudes running these vanilla brands because that's what works for them. If not, you start to complicate the whole ecosystem of this massive billion-dollar entity.
Right.
CU, you're allowed a smidge more freedom in that area. They've embraced that, and he's forcing them to stay that way,
The big advantage CU has, particularly this year, too, is you can come in and play. Yes. Like, even if you're probably going to see 3 stars out there playing that were freshmen this year.
Of course.
So anyone from everywhere is probably looking at CU going like, well, I get a very authentic guy who's not only going to teach me how to become a man, but teach me how to become a better football player. But I also have a chance to play now, too. And I don't have to sit behind 4 other 4- and 5-star guys.
Right.
It's probably trending that way, though, just with the names and the amount of stars that we've seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soon enough. But, and when you get to that point, it's, look, you're good. You'll just play.
Yep.
Like, we're going to play who's best.
For sure.
Come compete against the best, So.
Any other questions? That was it.
Good
Only
stuff.
147 on the way out.
Yeah.
Can we bump that up to at least 175?
At least 175, at least 150. I don't even know. I mean, I told you I've got a hard out, so I can't. There's only so much I can do here.
That's true. We'll have more fun tomorrow.
We'll have to do better tomorrow.
Yep. Friday, we're going to have a couple guests. Yep. We'll have a guest host.
Whoa.
And then we're going to have a player video in.
Oh, my gosh. This sounds amazing. He's Jake Schwanitz, and he ain't hard to find.
I ain't hard to find.
No, he's
Thanks
not.
again, Dre.
He's not.
We'll
Thank
talk to you guys
brother.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.